Why am I so hung up on intuition? Hello and welcome back to today's video. In today's video, I want to talk about why I am so hung up on intuition and why I think it's such an important skill for you to learn in general. If you like the video, don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment down below. Why am I so hung up on intuition and why am I so passionate about it? The answer to that is actually not that I like the idea of being guided by a higher force. It's actually that I see intuition as the language of the subconscious mind. So basically, learning about my own intuition is about learning my own language of my own subconscious mind. And it's like learning an innocent language that nobody has discovered before, and I'm the one who has to learn and decipher it and understand it. And I also believe that everybody's intuition has its own language. So even though I can teach you how my intuition works and what cues to look out for, at the end of the day, your intuition has its own way of speaking to you and you gotta understand it on your own. Which brings me to the second question. Why do I believe that learning your language of intuition or developing the skill of intuition is so important? For one, I believe that intuition is the only real guide that you have. I believe that everything that you get from the outside is nothing but a nudge for your intuition to actually guide you. So it doesn't matter what books you read, what videos you watch, what seminars you attended, everything that you get, especially if you're trying to get somewhere, if you're trying to figure something out, every information that you get is about frequency that is resonating with the frequency within yourself. And your intuition is trying to translate that frequency and give you the actual guidance that you are looking for. Said differently, if you are reading a book, if you're attending a seminar, if you're watching a video, even one like this, you're doing this because you're looking for an information, you're looking for an answer. And I don't believe that the answer is outside of you. I believe that the answer is inside of you. So what the outside thing does, it helps you find the answer that is already within you. If we talk about this in terms of energy and frequency, everything that we say, every word that we speak has a certain energy and frequency within them. So when that synchronicity happens, you have a reaction. It can be excitement, it can be fear, it can be anger or frustration, or it can be joy. But you're gonna have some sort of reaction, and the moment you have a reaction, it's like something is happening. It means the information that you have been given, you are on the right track. But after that, the next step is required, and it's about what does this information, this resonance really mean? If I feel anger or frustration or resistance, it doesn't necessarily mean that this is the wrong path and I gotta take another path, but it can. And this is where intuition is so crucial, because the first step, as I already said, it's about finding the resonance, finding the cue, and then it's about translating the cue. And this is where intuition comes in and translating the language of your subconscious mind. I already made 2 videos in terms of understanding a little bit more about your own intuition, and one, for example, is intuition versus fear. I'm gonna put that one in the link down below so you can have a look at it if you want. And if you really learn to understand your own language, and is it like fear that it's talking to me, or is it intuition talking to me, or is my intuition just guiding me to something that I am fearful for so I can like resolve it and get over it and be able to move forward from there. Whatever evokes an emotion or a reaction within yourself, positive or negative, is your intuition nudging you in the sense it's something there, and then the next step is figuring out what is really there. And in that second step, it's really about understanding the language of your subconscious mind. What is it trying to tell you? And this is actually a skill that can be trained. I did a video of that one as well on a few different ways on how you can train your intuition, so I'm gonna link that one below as well. But basically, intuition is something that can be trained, and not just intuition, but also the language of your subconscious mind. Because like with a language, there are also different levels that you can acquire in learning a new language. So realizing that your intuition is speaking to you, it's just like, oh, I understand that this is the language that you are speaking, that this is Chinese or this is Japanese, even though you're not understanding a single word of it. But learning the language of your intuition and the subconscious mind, it's like starting to learn the different words, and with time, gradually, you will actually be able to speak that language fully and fluently. Since I am a believer of there is no right or wrong way of doing things, there is just your way, I believe learning to understand your intuition and work with it is the only real guide that you really have, and therefore one of the most important skills that you can learn. And this is why I believe learning about your intuition and developing the skill of intuition is one of the most valuable skills that you can actually acquire. This is it for today's video. Thanks again for watching. Do like, subscribe and leave a comment down below if you enjoyed this video, and I see you in the next one.